What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I got another one for you today, and what we're going to talk about today is the metaverse. We're going to try to get our feet wet in the metaverse. I've been in a project that's part of the TRON ecosystem, and I just want to show my progress so far. I think I mentioned it on this channel about like a few months ago. And since then, I've, kind of got a little strategy going on that's earning and developing my metaverse experience within this metaverse. So I'm going to go over that today. And then, at the end of the video, I might do a little bit of market analysis because I think Bitcoin is trading currently at like 40,000, if I'm not mistaken, or a little bit under. And we're going to go over some things, but this is going to be mostly focused on the metaverse, okay? And before we continue on, I'll asking that you like and subscribe to the video because I'm going to be doing more content where, I'm going to try to be more upfront and give you a visual of, how I look and things like that, and have little different backdrops of where I'm at, and just do videos, more videos, bring you more videos, more quality videos, because some of the stuff out there is kind of crazy right now. It's a lot of different people entering the space and becoming influencers, and that's good. But I think the information should be, slow. Like, it's a lot of stuff out there you can get wrecked quickly. So I'm trying to find on this channel, the Digital Stackers channel, I'm trying to find low entry projects that you can get involved in and learn, and hopefully earn while you learn. You know what I'm saying? So um please like and subscribe to the video, support the channel in any way you could. I got a lot of situations in the description that you can donate to, or even if you would like to support the channel by going to my website and actually purchasing one of my books. I write books, I do a lot of different things. So if you could support somehow, I would greatly appreciate that. But even hitting the like button, smashing the like button, and subscribing would be good enough for me. So let's jump right into this video and get right to this metaverse situation now. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back. So, like I said in this video, we're going to go over the metaverse, which is called Mega World, that's in the Tron ecosystem. Okay, so this is in the Tron ecosystem, but this particular game is also available on the Ethereum blockchain as well. I don't know what correlation Tron and Ethereum has, if Tron is built on Ethereum. I haven't did that type of research. I've just been following Tron, pretty much since I've got into crypto. So I know that they're a OG coin. They've been in the game. They also have fast and cheap transactions. They're kind of clunky though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's glitchy, but it never is a case where like the transaction is lost or it don't go through. It's just like sometimes, you might get transactions where it immediately goes through. And then sometimes you might get transactions where, it'll go through, like you'll send it, it'll be approved, or, the transaction is on the blockchain, but it takes a minute or two, and I don't know, it's always been like that. Like, sometimes you just get seamlessly easy transactions, and sometimes you'll get the transaction, it'll initiate, and then it'll just get clunky on you. But is still a solid crypto. And today I just want to go over my experience with this particular metaverse as opposed to some of the other metaverses like Sandbox, which seems very expensive to enter. And then like, I don't know what goes on inside. I know it's a couple of channels that actually are, doing that, but I just don't got the bread to be splurging like that yet. So this is a low entry one, just to kind of get you experience on what the metaverse is, whether it's on this blockchain or any other blockchain, what they're going to be about, So I'm going to close this box up and we're going to get right into it. All right, so check it out. Right here, they have an announcement and they're basically going over how they're going to, get this mass adoption of people coming to this blockchain and, what are going to be some of the incentives and changes that's going to happen. So we're going to close this window. I got my metaverse dashboard already pulled up, and I'm just going to go through what I've been doing inside of this metaverse. All right. So right here, you can see it's called Mega Crypto POLIS 3D. And you have the option to zoom in and kind of, just like look around on the metaverse. As you can see, I'm swirling it around with my mouse. And you can click on buildings and get information on them, find out who's inside the building, just it's a very informative platform that I've noticed. And so I'm going to walk you through just what I've been doing. So I'm going to go over here to my assets. And right now you can see the land plots that I have. I just got 3 land plots so far. So I got an industrial mixing plant and I have 2 residential complexes. So one is a villa and one is an apartment. Our apartments. So, all the assets that you got available to you are, your citizens, your pets, your cars, appliances, resources, which are used to build buildings and things of that nature. And, so that's that part of it. And, forgive me if I'm scrolling through some of this stuff kind of fast, but I just want to get you kind of walk you through some of this stuff. So the market, you can buy straight up. Like if you didn't want to build or anything like that, you can just buy right out. Some people are buying things, are selling things, I should say. And, so that's one aspect of it. You can have the option of scrolling down to particular things that you're looking for. So like if you wanted to buy residential straight up, if you didn't want to build yourself, you can go to that column, click residential, and it shows all the residential things that are up for sale by other players. You then can click and, you can go low to high depending on your budget. So you can scroll, from the lowest to the highest of them. And, it's different it's different categories, commercial, industry, office, production, municipal. And they're adding to this. That's what makes it so great. They're adding to this. So I gotta stop this from spinning. All right, let me stop this from spinning. All right, so we got that stopped. So upon starting the game, you got the option if you can follow my little mouse arrow. I'm coming to the lower left corner. You can choose between when you start the game. If say if you didn't want to go with Tron, right? You wanted to start with Ethereum. You can do this in the Ethereum world, or you can do it in the Tron world. I chose Tron because it's the low point of entry. See, you can buy land plots starting at 1650, 1,650 50 TRX. And I'm gonna pull up my calculator here, and we're gonna just quickly see how much is that in value at the current price of Tron, which is around 5 cents. So we go 5 cents, and that's $82. So you can basically start your you can buy a piece of land in the Tron mega crypto POLIS for $82. Okay, so you can buy you a plot of land and basically start from there for $82. Now, of course, it's more technical and it's more things that are involved, and it's more of a strategy that you have to apply to be able to start just developing your experience, right? But $82 is, really accessible for the average person. Now, I'm not no financial advisor. This is not financial advice. You are to do your own research, but I'm just showing you a way to get metaverse experience at a very low price, instead of going and spending hundreds and hundreds and up to thousands of dollars, right? And when you do that, there's still hundreds and thousands of more dollars that you're going to have to spend just to play just to play. So if you can find low entry metaverses that you can actually earn on, those are where you should start at if you ain't got the bread to just be splurging like that. So in my case, what I did was, the very first thing I did when I created my little account, and by the way, you have to also have an extension. So you would want to download the Tron, what is it called? You would have the Tron app, or I think it's the Tron app. So you would have to download that to Chrome, right? And once you link that wallet, you'll be able to play. You add your Tron there, and you'll be able to play like that. I think it's Tron Link. I think that's what it's called, Tron Link. So what I did was, I got me a Tron Link, downloaded it through the Play Store, the Google Apps, right? Added me some Tron, and the first thing I did was I went to the top 10 cheapest land plots. And it's going to pull up all the land plots that you can buy very cheap, all the way till they start getting expensive. And, at the time when I started, it was around, real close to this. It was, I think I paid like 1,500 Tron, right? And what I did was I bought me a piece of land, right, for 15, and then I immediately put it on market to sell. So once I did that, I put it on the market, right? And we can go to land plots. So I put it on this market to sell for 2,000. And, it didn't sell right away, but immediately I seen that 2,000 eventually, right? And then I took the 2,000, so I made 500 extra Tron. I took the 2,000 Tron. I bought me another piece of land for close to, a little bit more than the first piece of land that I bought. But since I'm plus 500 Tron, I bought it for roughly like 16 something, so I cleared maybe 350, 400 Tron. So I then took the 400 Tron and I bought me a citizen. And now you guys are asking yourself, like, why would you buy a citizen? So the citizens are similar to NFTs, okay? So these are like NFTs. And what you can do is either use that citizen to develop, maybe you can rent out some type of mixing plant or industrial facility, and you can stick that citizen in there to do work. And what that citizen work does is produce you and a commodity, or like it'll produce you some type of sand, rocks, metal, brick, wood, something like that. And then you can either sell the production of those things, right? Assets or materials, I should say. Or you can just build them up, stack them up, and then you can build your own type of industrial plant, that you want. And it's a variety of them, right? And I'll quickly, let's see. No, I don't go there. How do I get there? I'm still pretty learning this game myself, but you can build your own mixing plant because, in the beginning, you'll do a lot of renting and things of that nature. But I'm going to give you a gem. Now, I'm going to need y'all to like and subscribe to this video because I'm about to give you a gem on how to quickly develop your ecosystem within this metaverse, or develop, get land and things of that nature, so you can start kind of earning fast. And my strategy is I take that citizen. So what you would want to do is you would want to, if you got, the quickest way to do it is to buy a boy citizen or a female citizen and a male citizen, right? And you want to put them into an apartment or a villa or any type of residential structure, and the both of them will begin to produce other citizens. But you got to have a male and a female citizen, okay? And you can pick which color, if you like one over the other. It's totally up to you because they have plenty, right? And they all look distinctively different, and they all have different attributes as well, which also plays a part of it. But for the beginner, you just want to get things rolling, right? So I took 2 citizens, stuck them, I rented, right? Then I go and rent. Okay, I'm just waiting for this to pull up. So I then go and rent a residential structure. Now, depending on your budget, I went with the cheapest thing, but I don't know what budget you're going to be working with. So depending on your budget, you want to get whatever fits you and fits your budget. But something to pay attention to is like where the star is, you want to get the highest possible according to your budget. So reason being is it gives when those 2, male and female, are in there and it's pretty high, it gives out better, they produce better citizens for you, so that's the thing. And also keep in mind, you want to start with either B's or A's. Now the A's are pretty expensive. You can find some cheap B's, you can like scout some cheap B's. Let me see. And they have all the tools for you to use to get exactly what you're looking for. So like, for instance, these are cheap B's right here. You can get a male bee and a female bee for, 600, 700, 800 TRX. And then you do a rental for a residential for like 30 days. And, those 2 will produce you roughly 6, 7 citizens within that 30-day span. Now that you have those citizens, they're going to be C citizens, by the way. 2 B's produces C's, 2 A's produces B's, okay? So 2 C's produces D's, but people wouldn't buy D's, Like, only time a person would buy a D is if they just have a very tall building, like an office building, which requires more citizens to run. So they'll just throw in all kinds of citizens, C's, B's, A's, just to fill it up. So this is just a real quick tutorial on how I started. So I started with 2 B's. I bought 2 B's. I rented out a residential according to my budget. And at the time, my budget was like really low. So I try to find the cheapest resident that's close, that has a high star rating, as cheap as I can get it. So and let me check these out. Check these prices out. So as you can see, you can get it for like 8 TRX a day. This one's pretty cheap, but that's an industrial. Has to be residential. Has to be residential. So look, you can get it. Pretty expensive, but you can catch little deals. Look, 7 a day, 395 plus 40. That puts you over 400. So that's pretty good. So you'll click on that. And then you'll see 30-day periods, 90 days. Ooh, this is a 300 day. So you'll basically have this for close to a year to do as you please. But if your budget is small, 30 days is efficient. 7 will probably get you 1 to 2 citizens created off of them too. So once you do that, rental, get you some citizens, stick them in that rental. They'll start producing other citizens according to how long you have it. And you'll get to going. And then once you get those citizens, you can then sell. So I'm gonna go to my assets and show you the citizens that I have already. And as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 A's, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 B's, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 C's. Now, these are all in production. I have them in multiple different, like I said, I bought 2 residentials, so I have them in my own residential homes producing. I also rent. I have some in rentals producing. I also have some of my C's and some of the industrial things, producing things, materials such as bricks, wood, sand, metal, things of that nature. And I also have some for sale. So I pretty much sell my C's, and that's what, that's a real quick way to make TRX. And, and that's just the basis of this game, is to produce a game, help the game grow. And let me show you some of, let me zoom out and show you some of the bigger players who have big, like take this guy or gal. It could be either or, I don't know who owns it, but you see, something like this, it takes a whole bunch of citizens to run this big complex that makes glass for this owner. Let's see who owns it. And this is the owner. It shows, it's very transparent. It shows, it shows the address. And if the owner creates a profile, it'll show this. So this owner's name is A Shooting Star. And you can tell he's doing his thing if he has a male avatar. So he's doing his thing. Well, let's go to another one. Let's go to one that's pretty big. And if I go to my assets, I think this mixing plant is near a guy who is killing this game. Let's see. Where is it? Let's go to district. Some people own big office buildings. Let's go here on the map. So you can see here, here's another one. He owns a smelter plant. And this is all lakefront property, which is pretty expensive. I can show you how much something like this would cost to buy near the lake. So, and then you have the map where you can basically go anywhere and just scout out. See, all of this land is locked. And as the game continues to grow and more players add, they'll unlock more land. But let's go to some property that's by a lake and we can just see, okay, that's a lot. They haven't really allowed development in these areas yet. Okay, so here we go. Let's zoom out a little bit. So you can see these office buildings are owned by people who are, and you can see the city is developing. People are developing. See, this person owns this office building. Let's see. This is another guy, Sebasik, slaughtering that name. But yeah, so it's a lot of development going on. You can see another person owns this. Sometimes it's the same person, you know, if they got in early. See, Bevins, he owns this. Some people own landmarks or point of interest. And it's developing, folks. It's developing. You can see all of these are players. Some players own a lot of things, but you can see the development. And this is all over. It's a huge world, right? And we can go here to a different part, different section. And you can just see that it's a lot of development going on. So I just wanted to point that out and give you guys a quick view of this metaverse that I'm in. Low entry. It's still plenty of property. Let's see how much some of this property costs. So this land plot that's right here next to the water runs about 2,000 TRX. So you're gonna pay roughly $100 for a land plot. And if you act now, while the TRX token is actually down, you know, because once it goes up, all of this will go up in value, you know, so that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show you a quick view of what's going on in this metaverse that's on the TRON network and also Ethereum network. So Ethereum has a lot of metaverses being built on it. Sandbox, the most famous probably. But there's other metaverses that you can get involved with that are cheap and are growing, okay? So there you go. That's this metaverse. That's on a TRX. It's called Mega Crypto POLIS 3D. All right, so we got market cap pulled up here, and we're gonna just do a real quick, nothing specific about any other coin, but we're just gonna talk about the market. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence on whatever it is that we talk about on this channel or the things that you see on your screen. So right now, the market cap is sitting at 1.7. And if you was to go over to CoinGecko, it'll be maybe 1.8. I don't know what the difference is. I usually just look at Coinmarketcap because that was one of the places that I started looking at. And I'm just like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But at the same time, I would love for, you know, one of the two to have a more accurate display of where the market is. And I think that for the most part, I use kind of both of them, to say the least. Now, Bitcoin dominance is currently sitting at 42.2%. I've seen it as high as like 47 at one point. And if it, the higher it goes, the lower all the altcoins will go. So it's really not good to see that. But at the same time, it really is, because if the price of Bitcoin is rising, and then once it dumps, the alts will have their chance, as well as some of that Bitcoin money tends to flow into them. But right now, I'm just going to glance at, since I was talking about Tron, I'm going to glance at Tron. And Tron, sitting at number 25 on Coinmarketcap, is at 6 cents. The 24% move, 24-hour percent move on it is 2.36%. And the 7-day is 1. But I mean, that's nothing to hoorah about or hooray about. It's just, it's good to see a little green and all of this red that you're going to see in the market. But right now, if you had a watch list going, you're getting like some of these cryptos damn near 30 to 40% off from their highs. And it's just, my thing is, I like to see sideways action. So I like to see, this is downward right here, especially this one. But I like to see sideways. So let's look at Shiba Inu and just see. So Shiba is up a little bit, not too much, but look at that 24-hour. This is amazing crypto to come from where it was and just hold steady at this position. I would like to see it drop a little bit more so you can get a nice healthy bag of it. But I don't know if SHIB really, because it's just had an amazing run. I don't know if it has any more to do, but according to some people who follow it closely, it's just the beginning. But when you see ROI on it like this, can it do another one of these? I just don't know. But if you look at the all-time high, it's still 71% from the all-time high. At the same time, if you look 2 years ago where this was at, it basically made a lot of people very, very rich, who got in at these points on SHIB. They're somewhere on a beach with clear blue waters, just enjoying life somewhere. So can it do that again? Can you enjoy life off of SHIB? I just don't know. I wouldn't bet on it with this type of ROI, but who knows? Can this thing go to 2-3 cents and just do it all over again? I wouldn't find it hard to believe, because they have an amazing following. I think it's some close to 3 million on Twitter. And then holders, they probably got something around that. I wouldn't say that much, but they're close. They have a large holder list. A lot of people got SHIB, so who knows? But for the most part, let's see, top 5, XRP. Everything is kind of in the dumps. I'm not really looking to get involved until I see where, what the Fed is going to say about crypto, how this war is going. It's just too much uncertainty right now to just really be diving in. But I like to always keep an eye out on projects that I think are strong. Ken being one of my projects that I think are strong. And if you look at the ROI on Ken, and you can see it's 53% down. So it's in the red, and this is what I like. I like cryptos that's in the red. I like cryptos that are in the red, and I have I can get some upside on them. I like that. You know, you look at the message board, see the sentiment on it. And then this 8 minutes ago, this person says, Ken, buy it if you don't want to do job seriously. Bullish on Ken. And I believe this is like a moon. So, you know, I like little cryptos. That's let's take a look at UFO. This was one of the ones that I brought to you guys a couple of months, not even a couple of months, I say a month ago. No real sentiment here in the chat. Here we go. Shitcoin. This person says bearish March 4th. That was yesterday. Bullish. I believe future gaming project with a good potential. Yeah, we're going to 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after the decimal for sure. Great project. So this is this coin will kill in 2 years. So they got positive sentiment on this one. Let's check out the ROI. No data. Let's breeze through another one. What's another good coin? If you guys have any good coins you want me to break down or review, leave them in the comment section. And please like and subscribe. This helps out the channel and the video tremendously to get pushed around to everybody so they can see it. Let's take a look at some of the recent ones that I talked about. Holochain. Talked about this one. This video that I put out on this one did pretty well. Let's look at the sentiment on this. Pump, everyday huge profit, long-term hold, incompetent team. They do not care about investors, and there is not any marketing plan at all. They are arrogant and working out of reality. Avoid this coin. Bullish, bullish, bullish. So it seems like a overall bullish sentiment on this one. Let's look at the ROI. Up about 500%. So it's still a lot of room to grow. Under a half a penny. Very enticing crypto. Still on the top 100 list. But not too much going on in the market. You know, a lot of uncertainty with Bitcoin. You know, we waiting for some news and things to come out before I think some of the retail investors come back in. Even institutional investors, you know, that's gone might come back in and pump this thing to 3. I think 3 trillion will be the next stop as far as the market overall. But that's about it. That's all I got for you guys. Please like and subscribe to my videos.